Let's see if this works.
Junk Shop Library's Improv Bible Study. Are you ready for this? All right. Well, welcome everybody once again to the Junk Shop Library channel, home of Improv Bible Study. The Bible study where we read it all so we can roast it all. Before we get started today, I want to say a quick thank you to everybody who has joined the library the last few days. We find ourselves now closing in on 60. I can't thank everybody by name because a lot of y'all don't have your subscriptions set public. I can thank Nervardia and Lucius. Welcome aboard. And with that out of the way, and without further ado, let us turn to Holy Writ. Our reading today is the 12th chapter of the book of Joshua. Let's see what old Josh has in store for us today. Now these are the kings of the land, which the children of Israel smote, and possessed their land on the other side Jordan toward the rising of the sun, from the river Arnon unto Mount Hermon, and all the plain on the east. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who dwelt in Heshbon, and ruled from Aroer, which is upon the bank of the river Arnon, and from the middle of the river, and from half Gilead, even unto the river Jabbok, which is the border of the children of Ammon, and from the plain to the sea of Chinneroth on the east, and unto the sea of the plain, even the salt sea on the east, the way to Beth Jeshimoth, and from the south under Ashdoth Pisgah. And the coast of Og, king of Bashan, which was of the remnant of the giants, that dwelt at Ashtaroth and at Edrei, and reigned in Mount Hermon, and in Salcah, and in all Bashan, unto the border of the Jeshurites and the Maacathites, and half Gilead, the border of Sihon, king of Heshbon. Them did Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the children of Israel smite. And Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave it for a possession unto the Reubenites and the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. And these are the kings of the country which Joshua and the children of Israel smote on this side Jordan on the west, from Baal Gad in the valley of Lebanon, even unto the Mount Halak that goeth up to Seir, which Joshua gave unto the tribes of Israel for a possession according to their divisions. In the mountains and in the valleys and in the plains, and in the springs and in the wilderness and in the south country, the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. The king of Jericho, 1. The king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, 1. The king of Jerusalem, 1. The king of Hebron, 1. The king of Jarmuth, 1. The king of Lachish, 1. The king of Eglon, 1. The king of Gezer, 1. The king of Debir, 1. The king of Geder, 1. The king of Hormah, 1. The king of Arad, 1. The king of Libnah, 1. The king of Adullam, 1. The king of Makkedah, 1. The king of Bethel, 1. The king of Tappuah, 1. The king of Hepher, 1. The king of Aphek, 1. The king of Lasharon, 1. The king of Madon, 1. The king of Hazor, 1. The king of Shimron Miron, 1. The king of Achshaph, 1. The king of Tanakh, 1. The king of Megiddo, 1. The king of Kadesh, 1. The king of Jokneam of Carmel, 1. The king of Dor on the coast of Dor, 1. The king of the nations of Gilgal, 1. The king of Tirzah, 1. All the kings, 30 and 1. Wasn't none of y'all ready for that much to happen, was there? What's the name of that Primus album? They can't all be winners. They can't all be zingers. Something like that. This chapter is evidence, if ever there was any, that this book started out as oral tradition. Because, oh my goodness, 31 kings, and they got to list them all and count them off as they go. Jesus Christ. And the best part is, we already knew most of this. A couple of these minor kings we hadn't mentioned before, but at least 5 of them got themselves hung in trees and entombed in caves, and that not long ago. Trying to think if there's anything I can say about this. Kind of coming up aces. A reminder yet again about the 2.5 tribes who took their inheritance on the other side of the Jordan. Some minor discussions of geography. And then the list of the kings of the nation, the city-states. I don't know, y'all. That's all I got. Nothing happened in that chapter except a list of the kings that got smoked. Yep. So with that, I guess we'll wrap this one up short. If you have not yet poked the Pope to subscribe, please take this opportunity to do so. And until we congregate here again, oh, do let me know in comments below if there's time that would work for you better than Thursday. I know virtually nobody's watching the Thursday premieres, and I know a lot of people have very busy Thursday nights. So if there's a day that would work better for you, for you know, whether it's Wednesday, whether it's Friday, whether it's Saturday, just let me know. Give me the feedback. Give me the thumbs up while you're down there. Well, so until we congregate again, this week it will be Thursday, because nobody's weighed in yet, and I've got to have some semblance of plan. Until we meet again, everybody take care, everybody be safe, and stand against hate.